hypnotized. I'm hypnotized. I don't wanna look away from you. I don't wanna look away. I'm hypnotized.
Hey, right. Hey, hey, turn on the lights behind me for the ambiance.
What you have is nothing more than a system of wires and circuits. It can show feelings only to the extent of which you program it to. It will be your friend, no more than the table you built it on will be.
Hey, right. Oh, John, I love that shirt so much.
Ah.
What a thing to say to a guy.
Oh, no, I'm. Mm. I should go get the bottle of whiskey I was drinking last night. I was the only one drinking it.
Is it half gone?
More than half gone. Shit, I just spilled my coffee. I'll be right back.
Start to the day, man. Nothing, just trying to connect to the chat here. So I can get plugged in. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, so the only thing about the 30th is friends of ours throw a once every year. Yeah, it could be. I don't know. They actually just had a baby like yesterday. So I am unsure if that event is still going to be thrown. But also it probably coincides with like trick or treating and stuff like that. Will likely be on Saturday. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know how that stuff works in different locations. But it sounds good. And actually, it's funny. I was just thinking of another poker night, and I know you posted that out there. I'm like, hey, let's talk about it. I was listening to some of Dave's or some of Ben's band. Oh my God, John!
Granted, I started drinking at 5 and finished at like 3:30. So that's over the course of about 9 hours, 9 or 10 hours. But that was what I drank last night.
What do people do now, like between midnight and 3:30 a.m.?
It's okay. So you see, it's amaretto. I don't know if you've ever had this shit.
I've had amaretto, but not that.
This is whiskey. It tastes exactly like amaretto. You mix it with orange juice. Oh my God!
That would give me heartburn.
It's amazing. The same thing you've always done between midnight and 3 a.m. Discuss religion.
Fair
and belief
point.
systems. I mean, we were all drunk, and oh my God, the conversation. Let me get this right.
I don't know. I do feel it for a week after. So, but it's still worth.
Oh, it was a good time.
Actually, sounds really delicious though. I used to drink a lot of amaretto sour.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. You know what? I looked at. Holy crap! You guys keep writing books that I come back to.
words.
Holy hell!
Dungeons and Dragons words.
I was drinking. Oh my God, Ryan! The fact that you caught that on your camera last night is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I caught several other small videos too, but I didn't want to build a timeline.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good one to watch. Fun. We didn't get any foul balls by us though. We were in an area that hopefully we were gonna get a couple foul balls hit our way. Didn't happen.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Morning, Genius.
Good morning.
Yeah, genius. Valine's got like turbocharged dog sleds, so.
Yeah, those dire wolves probably don't need to stop for
every hour.
Food and water as much as our dogs would.
Let's see. What is the grand total of Norm's list here? 50. It's another 35, so 50, 50, or yeah, 50, 50, 100, 200, 350, 600, 1100, 1900, and 2500. 30, 40, 34, no, 4400, right? 1900 and 2500, 44?
It was like
35,
44 in my head from last
Yeah.
week, so I think
Yep.
you're right.
4,400 gold for Norm. And dumped stuff. Let's see. Crixus really didn't have much of anything. Or not Crixus, Doc. Doc doesn't have much of anything.
Doc has nothing to sell.
I have the 6 bloodstones, but I don't know if that's more valuable to hold or more valuable to get rid of.
I think it was. There was $1, I think,
There was a
attached to
coin
it.
value for it, yeah. I think they
I'm
were like
sorry I
30
didn't
apiece or
record
something.
that.
6, they were 50
I thought
apiece,
they
'cause
were-
it was like 300, right?
Yeah. There's a column for value in your inventory. It might be in there.
Oh,
Oh.
shit, yeah, you got...
I wrote
I got a-
300, but I don't know if that's 50 times 6.
No, that's 3...
That
yeah,
would be the
50
total.
times 6 for 300 for all of them. That sounds familiar. I gotta find my spare parts list. Spare parts list. Animal parts list.
I think for the animal parts, though, I think they would make better decorations than whatever they're probably worth. So we probably won't.
Hang on. Well, I'll run you guys through it, and you guys can tell me what you want to do. So what are we looking at? We had worm scales and a grell beak. Right? Those are the only two things we're looking at.
That's the stuff that I had in my inventory to sell.
Yeah.
And
Let's see.
are the scales from the white dragon?
Yeah.
You guys. Oh yeah. Okay.
So I think you were going to save
Dragon
those for some
worm.
dragon armor, maybe.
Yeah, I was hoping to find somebody at some point who can make me a +1 dragon scale armor. So
Dragon. Let's see. That was a white dragon.
All right. My internet's not great. I'm going to duck out for a second, go reset. Be
yeah,
back.
Rose.
Yeah, the dragon scales are worth 5 apiece.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep
5
those in
gold
my
apiece, so
inventory.
hanging on to them. Yeah. They could give you some, maybe like if you could get a set of bracers or something, you might get resistance to cold damage. Something like that with them. Maybe like a magical item you can attune to that gives you like a +1 AC and resistance to cold damage.
Yeah,
That
that
sound
would be ideal if I could find a guy that would do that.
Your grell beak. Let's see what that. Grell beak. That's worth 70 gold. So that actually has a little value to it.
And it's really creepy, so I think I'm gonna get rid of that.
Okay, so you got 70 there.
All right, I'm gonna add that to my currency.
Yeah, and take that grell beak out, and he went to reset his internet. He's sketchy. Sword of gems worth 10 gold points. Crystal eye from the monster. What was that one? The crystal eye from the monster.
It was that the Illithid head?
Oh, the
had the
Illithid
crystal in
head
the mine?
in the mine in the wall.
In the mine, yeah.
You're gonna want to hang on to the 300 gold point bag of diamonds.
Yeah,
That is a
And I'm
thing
actually gonna
for things and stuff. It's a
I have-
revivify. That's what that is.
right. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna keep that. I have a bag of assorted gems worth 10 gold that we found at some point. I'm just gonna keep that too for, who knows if you
Bartering
want to
purposes.
trade gems with somebody.
Yeah, if you come across something that will barter with you.
Hmm.
What was the figurine of? Do you remember what creature it was? I think what creature it was is very important. And I don't remember which creature it was.
We might have to go back and listen to the podcast. Available now at all podcasts.
Whole participating podcast. Norm, so you're going to end up with 4,400 gold points for all that stuff. Gold. For all that stuff you stuck in the list. So you can take that out of your inventory and add
Very
4,400
nice.
gold to your... Yep. Yeah, that whole list that you did, I added that all up. That's 4,400. What gear and armor? I think that was separate. That was only what was in that specific message. Yeah. Yeah, may want to hang on to that stuff. Let me pull this up. I
That
finally
was all
got a
extra, I
mouse for my
think.
Mac. I'm so happy. Oh, having a mouse again is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Let's see, what am I doing? I'm trying to pull up D&D,
Life's simple pleasures.
D&D Beyond. It's one of those things I was like, do I get it? 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 And I keep going, no, it's really expensive. No, it's really expensive. No, I don't like the Logitech one I'm looking at. No. Well, here's the Logitech one I like. Well, it's the same price as an Apple mouse. Why? Fuck. And I was in Best Buy the other day and went, oh, hey, look at that. There's an open item Apple mouse with the manufacturer's warranty on it for significantly less than a normal one is. I'll take it. Yeah, well, let's do that. So. Oh. Yeah.
I mean, whether it's important or not, find out where it came from first.
What I will just say is over the time that you guys spent before going on your adventure today, between last session and this session, and you spend some time with it, you realize it's actually magical. It's a magical item.
Ooh, we have to get somebody to identify it. While we're here in Bryn Shander, where we would be able to find somebody to identify it.
Mm-hmm. I think Valine would be able to identify it for you as well. I think she can do that. Oh, where am I? I know I don't want my.
She's providing a lot of value. One of you guys might want to think about sleeping with her so she sticks around.
You don't feel like sleeping with the old lady this time? Well, the last time it turned out so well for him, he ended up sleeping with a hag.
My character has had several trysts that have not turned out in the best light, but
his girlfriend now is just chaotic enough to not care.
I love it.
What am I doing? Campaigns. God, my head is not running today.
I think we're gonna...
I just need... Is there any charges left on it?
Everybody does.
It doesn't It doesn't do damage. It's just a display kind of thing.
Oh,
Oh
really?
yeah, that's right. It's just fireworks, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can sell everything in your pouch except the Dragon Slayer longsword.
No. Sell it. Sounds fun, but
It's a just a common magical item.
keep it for now.
It's probably
No.
a couple 50 gold, maybe.
Probably could start a campfire, right?
No, because it doesn't even make fire. It makes light.
Oh.
Harmless
Swan has
burst
7
of
charges.
multicolored
Hang on.
light.
Yeah, it has 7 charges while holding it. You can use an action to expend 1 of its charges to create a harmless burst of multicolored light at a point that you can see up to 60 feet away. The burst of light is accompanied by a crackling noise that can be heard up to 300 feet away. The light is as bright as a torch flame but lasts only a second. The wand regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn. It is literally a fireworks show in a wand. Maybe.
This does actually want it, then. He'll just add it to what his bard talents and like
Find a way.
We kill
Find a
the
way to somehow
dragon.
put it
and
in a stand. No, I'm thinking about a
fireworks.
stand when you do a performance. You find a way to get it in a stand somewhere and remotely trigger it so it shoots the pyro up.
Yep. Suddenly it'll be a Kiss concert when he comes. He kicks it.
Thunder!
Oh.
It'd be amazing.
That would be awesome. Actually, anything is better than kind of the nothing that he comes out to now. Don't put it in the bag of holding. We're not supposed to put sharp things in the bag of holding. Alleged.
Poke a hole in extra dimensional space. It just starts leaking out into space time. Just
They could make a Doctor Who.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host and DM, JC, here with these 3 nerds, because math is hard and I am hungover. That man flexing for the camera is One Time M. Norman on the 1s and 2s. How you doing this morning, buddy? The best, the drunkest, and the most good-looking. Is that what you said? Spartan. Oh, yes. I am. That other chuckle you heard there was one Ryan Crixus Kukta.
Hey, Boomtown, happy
Coming
Sunday,
off a big
everyone.
win.
Yeah,
Big win
I was
in
at the
attendance
Bruins
last night in Milwaukee.
Yeah, that was a good time. It was fun for everybody. So, definitely in the playoffs. So that's a good thing.
Oh, heck yeah. And then we got a, last but not least, the lore master, the lore master, the lazy dragon, Jeff Doc Williams. What's up this morning, bud?
As if my connection's not good enough, and then you're stuttering it. Hey, happy session 69, everyone.
I didn't even think about that. Nice. Session 69. That's fantastic. Oh, Too lazy to bring up the great joke? Come on. Well, it's not a great joke. It's a cliche joke, but it's a joke nonetheless. That still makes me smile.
Works for me.
Apparently, oh, yeah. We got to turn around and go the other way now? Is that what the deal is? Go back to the beginning?
Reverse.
Reverse. Left foot, 2 stops. Right foot, 2 stops. Well, welcome to the DJ Club this morning, folks. The DJ Club of some form, yeah. Yeah, we are all over the map. Well, Jeff, you got a recap for us and maybe a limerick to go with your lazy dragon and lore master status? Oh, I can add that. I can add that to the limerick master to it. Oh, fuck. It's gonna be... You're gonna be like Daenerys Targaryen by the time we're done with this show. You're gonna have like 9 titles I read off at the beginning.
It's like Brian Foster ending a show. All right.
Sure.
Hopefully you can hear me real well. Let's see. My notes are not great from last week. So Doc had to trick Aranon into taking his Chardalyn shards from him, while Valine called in a cleanup crew to take care of the dragon mess. We went back to Tourmaline to get some rest at the east side and let them know everything was all good. The next morning, Valine told us about her quest, what she's hoping that we can do for her, helping her find a lost city by collecting 2 of her items. Before doing that, we figured we better check on Ellie, so we headed to Lonely Wood, but it was empty, with a note saying they went to Bryn Shander. So then we went to Bryn Shander. Had Aranon telling the story in the bar for drinks, and everyone else, and Doc stayed to babysit him while Crixus and Valine went to find Ellie. And I think we returned to our episode where Crixus, Ellie, and Valine are arriving at the pub. And I think Aranon spilled drinks on some of them.
He spilled drinks on a lot of people.
So, your limerick for the week. Valine's ancient quest does entice, so the crew needs a little advice on a way to transport us to a frost giant fortress deep in the sea of moving ice.
Nice. Very well done. Very, very well done, sir.
Nailed it.
So, I need roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Roll a 10-sided die. Norm. D10. A 6 or a 7? 6. Let's see. Now let me count this down then again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course it is. It is the one very rare version of this. So this little item, this little creature with the gemstone eyes that you, I forget what it was supposed to be. But it's a little horse with gemstone eyes. It's polished obsidian. You realize it's magical somehow. Valine says, "Oh yeah, that will actually that'll allow you to summon that horse. I'd be careful with it. It's not going to be a horse for riding. It is a figurine of wondrous power. obsidian steed, Norm, which, when used, the figurine of wondrous power is a statuette of a beast small enough to fit in a pocket. You can use an action and speak a command word to throw the figurine at a point on the ground within 60 feet of you, and the figurine becomes a living creature. And the creature is friendly to you and your companions. It understands your languages and obeys your spoken commands. If you issue no commands, it defends itself but takes no other actions. They all have a specific duration. If they revert back to the figurine early if their hit points drop to 0. Or if you use the action to speak the command word again while touching it. When the creature becomes a figurine again, its property can't be used until a certain amount of time has passed. So with an obsidian steed, it will last for up to 24 hours when you use it. It fights only to defend itself, and once it has been used, it can't be used again for 5 days. But a
So
nightmare. You can.
can. Does it in fact attack? Is it powerful?
Possibly.
The horse that can kick.
It's well, here, I'll just give you a couple ideas. Do you want to use it?
In the
Throw it out
bar.
there.
Not in the bar.
In the bar. No, you guys crashed out for the night and went shopping the next morning, and this was found in your inventory as you were shopping, and you had it identified and realized.
I just want to
Oh, Nick.
I just want to quickly, as the evening went on last night, of course, we started to identify ourselves as TVD, the Bane of Dragons, and Crixus was performing quite a few reenactments of Ernan the Destroyer, and our battle with the dragon using, my loot. So,
Excellent. Make a performance check, Crixus.
Can I assist him on horn?
Sure. That's added advantage then.
very good.
Ooh,
25.
hell yeah. It is amazing. So yeah, there is a lot of people fully bought into this story. You at one point could have probably heard a pin drop in the bar as you were singing about the adventures.
Awesome.
Yeah, the night you get a few free drinks throughout the night. Roll 2d10 for me, Crixus. Or percentile, I should say. Percentile.
Oh, I'm sorry. I rolled 2d10.
Yeah, I did that. I did that wrong. I said it wrong, so.
70.
As you're cleaning up the end of the night, you realize you have about 70 silver in coin in your pouch. It's about 7
All right.
gold worth of tips. Pretty good night.
Awesome.
It's nice being there. You enjoy the night. Eliana's there with you, hanging out, and she talks about going back to Lonely Wood. She's happy to hear that everything's still standing in Lonely Wood. It's less work that needs to be redone. Some of the contacts she had made in some of the other cities, or towns, may not either A, be alive, or B, be able to supply things they were supplying, so she's got some more work to do on that front. But with the displacement of so many homes, people being displaced, having to move to the other side of 10 towns before going back to rebuild, rooms will be in demand. And Um, she has actually decided that she's going to give the space out for families to stay, and hoping that it will garner more business in the long run when things are back to normal. That's her plan.
I
She's
think
so
we
So
should send the
anything
dogs with her.
that
Good idea.
might not be a bad idea, she says. I
Bless you.
would gladly take them. We could. It would actually probably be very good for for company in the bar, and B for just helping guard.
Yeah, you know,
And
a beautiful woman taking care of a bar alone late at night. Be nice to have Prince there looking over her.
yeah, yeah. So she agrees. She'll actually take all the dogs. She's gonna hook them all up to one sled and get supplies and head north to try and help disperse some of the people out of Bryn Shander. It seems there's a lot of like, you get the feeling over the course of the night that some people they're gonna curl up in the corner of the bar because that's where they have to sleep, and the inns are full. You actually are given um, space in the church where Danica was. She offers up floor space in her quarters and stuff. She has a couch and some stuff there that you can crash on. Yeah, you get up in the morning, you do some shopping and selling, and you are ready to head out with Valine. She meets you at to know anything that was in there. Like, the shop is actually pretty barren. They're thankful to be getting some things in because everyone kind of grabbed to supply to defend type thing. So anything weapon wise oriented and stuff, they gladly took on. Um, they had a surplus of cash from people panicking and cleaned them out basically. Anyone and their brother wanted a sword or something or shield to defend themselves for this fight.
Makes sense.
So in the morning, you meet Valine Harpole at the Northlook Tavern, ready to head out. Where would you like to head? That's the question.
Well, so it's our intention to go across the Sea of Moving Ice, right? To the Frost Giants Fortress at the end of the day. So, does Valine have any ideas about where in the Sea of Moving Ice the Frost Giant Fortress would be located?
It's shrouded by mist. It's
Mm.
difficult to find. The whale you spoke of, the awakened whale, may have a better sense of where it is. The sailors that pull into Revel's End may also have a decent idea of where it is, or at least where the mist is.
And I don't aspire to go back to Revel's End.
Revel's End is a nasty place, she says.
Last time we were there, we gave them false identification. Yeah, let's head.
For a
Let's
little
head
while.
well, yeah, for a minute anyway.
I hear you. I don't know if it's on the stream.
Somewhere there's a bell.
Yeah, you remember hearing about the bell.
Somewhere the whale. Yes.
Yep, to summon, bring the whale
Don't
to you.
don't remember where that is though.
Nope. Okay, there you go. Fuck. All right.
Sounds great, Tom. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, just the last 20 minutes of podcast is
Borked.
borked.
You'll have to pull it from YouTube.
No, like it wasn't coming across stream at all.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine because we haven't done anything. Long story short, we sold some shit. Now we're going.
Yeah. I sold some shit. Got an update on Ellie, what she's planning on doing.
Rixus gave one hell of
Let's
a
see.
concert.
Yep. Yep. Made some cash that way. This is what I was looking for. Let's see. So you're in Bryn Shander. You know that north of Lonelywood, almost directly north of Lonelywood, is Revel's End, and along the shoreline, heading southwest, you'd end up coming across Andrew's Bell and Guek's Bell. Good lord. And Valine's got you have a map, don't you? At one point,
Of
you
which-
drew out the plans for, if nothing else, you drew out the plans of the dragon's attack. And you have the sea moving ices marked on there.
Yep.
She could actually take your crude map and go, yeah, this is. So if this is this, and she takes out like a wand and she's just touching the map and making marks on it for certain places, and she's like, here's where Revel's End is. So if you go north from Lonelywood here, you could make contact with Revel's End and then follow the shoreline back. But you're going to be like traveling extra days there to do that. You could try and go straight directly to the Sea of Moving Ice and then move westward along the shoreline. But there's a chance that if you miss severely, that you would just keep moving westward into nothingness.
We don't want that.
No.
So let's head west to hopefully find the Gujek dock.
Try saying that 5 times
That is
fast.
fair. The Gujek dock. Gujek dock, Gujek dock, Gujek dock.
Fine, fair enough.
Craig, I'm trying to find the. Where is this dock? Angujak. Angajak. That's what it is. So, you make your way north. You travel with Eliana back to Lonelywood. Help her unload, reestablish the tavern, and over the course of the next couple of days, I need a survival check from someone, and I think Crixus, you have the best survival, so you can take it at advantage, because
I do have pretty good survival.
I should grab more coffee.
Not this time though. 10.
Ooh.
Even with advantage.
So you end up are you trying to find Revel's End first, or are you just trying to find the shoreline?
Well, Revel's End is a tower, so I think we would use that as a benchmark first. So try
Not
to
just a
find
tower, but a sheer cliff rising in the air. It's a huge ass landmark. That's probably a better thing. So yeah, with the 10, you end up going to Revel's End first, hitting Revel's End and finding that first, and working your way back. It ends up costing you 3 more days of travel over the course. The grand total from leaving Bryn Shander is probably about a week. We'll say 7 days. Leaving Bryn Shander to end up at Angajuk Bell. Angaujuk. And you get there, and it's do I try and send this to you quick? Yeah, let's see if I can do that.
You sending me a picture?
Or yeah, if I can. How do I do this? Nope, I can't. It's not going that well. Can I pull it up here? I might be able to pull it up here. You approach it though, and there's a small a little cabin, stone cabin. It's a little domed thing as you approach it. It's got ice that kind of hangs there with dormant barnacles on the back side of it, and there's a rusty hinged door. I'll describe all this to you guys. It's not a very big place. That is the first thing you notice, and then off of the shoreline there's a small dock that is just large enough to dock a rowboat next to it, which there is a rowboat there that is just frozen in the ice completely. But at the you could walk out on the ice, you're fairly confident. There are three little rock formations. One of them that doesn't seem to be a whole lot of anything. But as you look at the other two, there's an opening in the ice, a large opening in the ice between the other two. On the larger of these two rock formations, there is a second dock, and on that dock there is a small, I shouldn't say a small, it's a 1 foot diameter, so foot diameter copper bell dangling from a wooden post. There's a rope hanging from it, and there's a little mallet to bang on it.
Aranon, go ring the bell.
Done. I'm gonna run over there. I'm gonna take the mallet and do like the old wind up baseball wind up.
Let's make a dexterity saving throw because you said I'm gonna go run on the ice.
Oh, well, I mean, I wasn't gonna run. I was gonna run. I'm going over there.
You said run.
I heard you say run.
Yeah, I heard you say run. Make a dexterity saving throw. You said you were gonna run on ice. You have a good dexterity. Come on, you coward.
You're a rogue and a monk, right?
Yeah. Ooh. 23.
23, yeah. The funny thing is Aranon takes off running. And you mentioned, go ring that bell, and he's like, got it. And he starts sprinting, and both of you are like, ice? And Valine kind of chuckles to herself. And you think Aranon slipped at one point. And then you realize, no, he did that intentionally, and he is sliding on the ice. Taking a few running steps and then sliding, and a few running steps and then sliding.
I am the best.
Yeah. Gets to the point where this little pier is and actually kips up and does like a flip and lands on the pier. Ready to ring the bell.
All right, so I'll take the thing. Like I said, I'm gonna do the baseball. You know, where you're kind of ready for it.
Yep.
And I'm gonna put all my into smacking the crap out of it.
There's a clear tone as you hit this bell. Ding! And it just kind of resonates and carries in. Almost like, in fact, very much like if you looked in the hole in the ice where the water is, you would see a pulse out from it, like the medallion in Curse of the Black Pearl in Pirates of the Caribbean. The boom kind of echoes out from this location. Make a perception check there, Aranon.
Or like when they summon the Kraken in Pirates.
Summon the Kraken. Not terrible. Not great. 12.
12. You hear him before you see him. There are 3 sets of wings. And Crixus, you see over the rise of this rock formation that has this dock attached to it. 3 large, I don't mean large, well, they are large, but they're giant vultures come over the top. I need initiative as they land on the ice and the dock behind Aranon. So one lands
Whoa.
on the dock behind Aranon, and 2 of them land on the ice nearby. And
Defend
Oh, I
yourself, men.
if we need to do that, let's do this. Do it this way. What was it? Why is that not popping up? Ooh. Oh, because I don't have a vlog open. That's what it is. All right. So what did everyone have? Grixis?
11.
11. Doc?
Doc had a 6.
Doc, you had a 6?
So
Oh, yeah.
Six.
Right. Yep. 6. What's your dex
that
modifier,
mute
Doc?
button. +2.
Let's do. Okay, so. And what'd you have, Aaron, on?
22.
So Aranon, these vultures land behind you, one behind you on the dock, like directly in melee range, hostile intent from the beginning. What would you like to do?
Boy. Am I able to like reach head, or is like the head way too high?
Yeah, you'd be able to reach it. It's a large creature, so it's 10 feet on each side.
Oh, okay. Boy,
So
that seems really.
if you think about that in box formation, it's probably good 7-8 feet tall.
Oh, that's really tall.
So, like
alright.
going specifically after the head, you may have to jump a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering. So I'm going to pull out my pull out my the short sword, and then whip out the stranger.
All right.
And I'm going to thrust the short sword at the body. Do I have to move? Is it like
No,
behind
it's
me?
right there in melee
Okay.
range with you. It's
I'm gonna-
right next to you, landed right behind you.
I'm gonna thrust the short sword at the chest of the vulture.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna do. I wonder why my dice roll so slow in my browser.
Do not know.
You have different kinds of dice. You switch dice.
No, it's
Sanguine
like
dice
the
roll
it's
very
regular
slow.
D&D Beyond dice. 15 to hit.
Black ones, the basic black. 15 does hit.
Ooh. I wonder if it would go fast. 9. 9 damages.
9 damages. Oh. All right.
And then I'm Ooh, stranger. You know what? I think it might just be my browser because it's kind of being slow and wonky as it is. I probably have too much shit going on in my.
It's also you're also using basically a website, so it's pinging out to the website and then back to you, and you're streaming, and everything else.
Does
22
22
to
hit?
Yeah. Like
Nice
twice
hit.
over.
And what can we do for
Rather.
piercing damage? Only one. One damages with the
One
with the
piercing
stranger.
damage, 1 damages.
Worth it.
All right.
Am I
That
am I backed up to like the edge of anything? Am I trapped?
No, you'd be able to move around. The only thing in your way from jumping off the edge of the dock is the bell, and you'd be able to move around that if you wanted
Okay.
to jump off the edge of the dock and move towards your friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna
We're about
disengage.
30 feet away.
Yep, I'm gonna disengage. And with when I leveled up in monk, I got an extra 10 feet, so I have 40 feet of movement now.
Don't you use your bonus action for your offhand attack, correct, Jeff? So you cannot use your bonus action to disengage. So you'll
Right.
take an AO. Because you used your bonus action to make your second
yeah,
your
you're
offhand
right.
attack.
You're right. I'm gonna
So-
stay where I'm at then. I don't want to do the AO.
Okay.
I mean, you're
Crixus.
the strongest and the best. What are you afraid of giant vultures for?
Yeah, exactly. They're just
I'm not.
crazy
That's why I'm
birds.
staying. I'm staying because
Yeah.
I can take him by myself.
Yes, you can.
Alright.
Crixus, you are standing on the quote unquote shore, approximately 30 feet away.
Alright, I am going to guiding bolt on the kind of the one that's I guess closest to Doc to make sure he would be able to attack it next round.
Okay.
Or next-
Doc,
next-
what side of Crixus are you standing on? His right or his left?
Left.
Left? Okay. It's not a big deal. I'm just marking and keeping track of hit points. So.
I'm shooting. Trying to shoot
Okay,
at
so you're
that
shooting the one on the left.
and it does not appear to be a good shot.
It does not hit. It actually kind of sails and hits nearby the dock where Aranon is standing. Doesn't actually hit Aranon, but is
Alright,
wildly
so
off to the side.
as I curse in Abyssal, walking up, I'm gonna trudge up and just engage with whichever one I can to put myself in melee range.
All right. The closer of the two would be the one on the left.
Perfect.
The one you
that
just fired at and you missed it. So you'll move up that direction. Let's see. That brings us to Doc. Doc, you saw Crixus miss with a guiding bolt, and something awful came spilling out of his mouth, sound-wise, and you don't know. Do you speak Abyssal?
No.
No, yeah, it sounded guttural and gross and really kind of scary. Before he
Yeah.
went running up to the one on the left, you are in melee range now, Crixus. Just letting you know, you had enough movement
Sounds
to do
good.
it.
Okay. I have 20 feet. Can I reach one?
20 feet of movement or 25?
25.
Right back.
25.
Yeah, you'd be able to get there in one move. I said they were
Okay,
30-ish.
I
feet.
will. All right, I will run up and swing the bulwark smasher.
All right.
$13.
13 does hit. Come running up. It's kind of got its eyes on Crixus. As Crixus is approaching you, kind of come from a slightly different angle and clobber it off the back of the head.
Nice.
Ooh, cool. 15 damage.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
That's a
It
shock.
lets out this awful squawk.
Like that.
Set attack. 20 to hit and do 20.
Yep.
And 10 damage.
10 damage. Yeah, it's
We'll call that
seen better days.
good enough round.
All right. Oh wow, your dexterity check finally came through.
I'm looking at my
Oh,
phone
you're trying
to
to
see
get-
if the dice rolls faster, and it's like instantaneous. So I'm
Yeah,
just gonna roll on
you
my
may
deck-
want to
my
use your phone for that. It's not a bad idea. So it's their go. The one that is with Doc and Crixus is going to turn to face Doc, and it is going to roll to hit. Why can I not roll my dice? Oh, there we go. Whee. Does let's see. 13 hit you? 9 plus 4.
Nope. AC
Nope.
16.
Okay. Let's see. It's. Oh, dang. We just lost him. Hopefully he comes back. There he is. Was that an internet disconnect or an oops click?
I have no idea.
Then a 4 is not going to hit you. Or, I mean, 9 will not hit you. So.
Nice work dodging
So
around
that
on
one.
the
Yeah, it's been hit a couple of times. It's a little loopy. It's trying to maintain its stance on the ice. It's not doing so hot. Aranon, the one coming after you, rolls a crit.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, that's amazing. So it's with its beak on you. So
You get that beak off of me.
this doubled plus 4, so 6, 12, plus 2. So a total of 14 piercing damage as it hits you with its beak and follows it up with a claw, which ends up being a 19 to hit,
Yep.
which
Aaron.
will do. Let's see.
He's got so much
Ooh,
swagger. He's
wow.
getting the dodge out of the way.
11 points of slashing damage as its talon rips through your side. Then the
Merely a flesh
next
wound.
one. The next one comes over by you and is attacking you from the ground. Oh, this isn't gonna roll right. Let me. How do I do this? Let's do one at a time because it's at disadvantage because it's on the ice attacking up onto the dock. So the first one will be a 9. So that won't hit you. And then its second one, doesn't matter what I roll on the second die. So this is the second attack at disadvantage, which is a 17 on the first one and a 9 on the second one, so 13 to hit you?
Nope.
Miss. Okay.
Giant whiffaroo.
Yep. And at that point, you see Valine take a wand out of somewhere and aim at that one that's on the ice, and she's casting magic missile. So there's going to be bring this up. Ta-da. Let's see. She'll how many things do she want to pump into this? Yeah, she'll pump an extra one in. So she'll do it at level 2. So it'll be 44 plus 4. Oops, that's not what I want. So let's see.
That's 48, right? 44 plus 4 is 48.
Sounds accurate.
Yeah, exactly right. So that ends up being 12 points of damage to the one that was reaching up from the thing. And she kind of sighs. She's like, that should have gone much better. But she doesn't move to move forward or anything. She's staying at the shoreline, just lobbing shit in. Aaron, we're back to you. You've taken a couple of hits here.
I have.
I'm feeling a little woozy, man.
I'm a little over halfway woozy. Or a little under halfway woozy. So now I have 2 by me, though, right? One is...
There's one kind of below you that you'd have advantage on, I would rule. And then the one in front of you on the dock itself.
All right.
Because you have the high ground.
I do. Ernan, take the high ground. I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to use... I'm going to attack with... against the one lower than me.
Okay.
And that'll be... Short sword. 20. Dirty 20.
Nice, that hits. Yep, that hits.
For 2. 7 total.
7 total. Alright, so...
And then the stranger. Dirty 20.
Nice.
For stupid stranger, 1 damage. I need to sharpen the blade apparently.
Yeah. That might be the case.
Love use
funny,
action monk attack with your bare hand. It does more damage than your dagger does.
Yes.
Yeah. That would
That's-
honestly be kind of a cool thing to do, and I would probably allow you to do it, would be to have your short sword in one hand and then your offhand be your bare hand.
You'll allow that? I suppose
I
have,
think I would.
I have unarmed strike as a bonus action, so
All right. It just... I got to think about the complications that could lead to, because that could lead into some shenanigans, I think, if I allow you to do that with Fist of Fury and other stuff. Do you move anywhere?
actually flurry of blows is a bonus action. So it would either be unarmed strike or flurry of blows for a bonus action.
Can you flurry of blows if you're attacking with a melee weapon?
As long as it's a monk weapon.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I think it's the monk weapon, isn't it? Or maces? Something is.
Flurry blows to hit,
strange.
bludgeoning, dex, 5 foot reach, proficient, yes. It doesn't say anything about
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Alright. Do you move, Aeronet?
Boy, oh boy. No.
Music is really kind of appropriate for thinking.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It feels like Deal or No Deal. No,
Jeopardy
not
or something.
What's the one with the crazy British or the mean British lady?
The weakest link.
Yeah.
You are the weakest
Alright.
link. Goodbye.
Monk weapons are short swords and any simple melee weapon that aren't two-handed or heavy.
You could flurry of blows. You could use a short sword and then flurry of blows with key points.
Nice. So instead of movement, will you allow me to put my dagger away?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right.
And then
What's that,
And
genius?
then... No, and then.
No, and then. And then. No, and then.
No, and then.
All right.
So
Genius,
you
it might help if you turned your video off. That might help your audio.
you cursed the fact that your blade is kind of dull and resolve yourself to sharpen it when you get a chance and stow your blade. Crixus, moving on to you.
All right.
All of these
So
have taken some amount of damage. The one in front of you is probably the most beat up one.
Crixus is just gonna swing his hand axe at the one right in front of me. Try to chop his head off. For 1 to hit
20 to hit absolutely hits.
and 5 damage.
5 damage. Yeah, he's not looking so well.
Oh, what's
And
the
then-
Dumb and Dumber quote? Got no food, got no booze. Our pets' heads are falling off.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Yeah, although it didn't fall off
Oh.
this time. Maybe next time.
And then I think I'm just done. I'm gonna yell at the vulture to come at me, idiot bird. And that's
So
it.
you kind of bang the axe on the shield, taunt type deal to yell at
Yep.
it. Doc,
Come at me, bro.
where do you?
First, I'd like to unmute my microphone. Doc would ask Crixus if the bird's looking bad, if Crixus has got this one,
Yeah, he does.
You can have a
and
response,
if Crixus is good, then I would see if can I get to the one by the dock.
yeah, the low ground one.
Yeah. All right.
For sure.
I would
So you
go
ask
ahead
Craig,
and
you say, Crixus, you got this one? He nods, yeah, and you circle around him to the right-hand side of the dock, approaching this vulture that's looking up at Aranon.
sure. Do I opportunity attack from the first vulture? assuming.
Yeah, actually, there would be. Roll that out. He's got a +4, so 11.
It's worth it. No.
All right, excellent.
So I'll basically use the ice momentum to slide right into the one on the ice and take 2 attacks.
Nice.
11 to hit.
Using the ice to slide into him. Make a dexterity check as you do that. Yeah, or acrobatics or athletics. You could probably do
14 for Dex.
14.
Acrobatics would have been
Okay.
a little bit more.
So you slide into it. Yeah, I mean, if it's acrobatics, if you have an acrobatics bonus, add that to whatever it would have been. That's enough at 14. So your first attack sliding in, because you have momentum in the ice and you balance and you pulled it off perfectly, you have advantage on that attack going into him.
Nice.
Ooh, advantage. Okay, so I first rolled an 11. I assume that missed. So that's a little better. 19 then for the first hit with advantage.
That hits.
Is that crit for you?
Right.
Oh no, that's
It's 19 a crit.
Uh,
Oh no.
A natural 19 would.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but only 6 damage.
Okay.
And then the second attack is normal, I assume.
Yep.
14 to hit.
Hits.
And 8 damage.
8 points of damage.
Got his fucking head.
I'm gonna go ahead and action surge
Okay.
and attack 2 more times.
Okay.
12 to hit.
12 to hit would hit.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
Good.
good. That's 14 damage.
How does this one die?
Ooh, nice. I'm gonna go for the neck because maybe there's some meat on this thing. So with that last swing, just straight across and try to pin its neck up against the dock to cleave it off.
All right, so you wind up and you got it, and you smack this thing's head, and it slides a little bit on the ice and hits the side of the dock, and you hear a crunch as the neck like snaps, and it kind of lays the head that's above the dock kind of lays down and like hits Aeronon's foot as it falls. But you jammed it between 2 of the boards of the dock. You know how they have gaps in those boards for like shrinking and expanding? You have jammed the neck in between there, and that's holding the body up below the dock.
Nice.
Blood kind of dripping down onto the ice from there. You would be able to attack the one on the dock at disadvantage with your second attack if you like.
Okay.
'Cause you're attacking up.
I would do that. I already hit the attack once, but not at advantage. It was a 10, so I'm assuming it misses. So I'm rolling just to make sure I don't natural one Aaronon's feet off. And no, okay, so
10 hits.
10 was the
Just
wow. Okay,
hits.
color me shocked. Oh geez, a 12 plus 3 is 15 damage on Aaronon's on the dock.
Wow. Yeah, they're kind of big and dumb animals. So anything
Cool.
you would like to
That's
do with your
everything.
bonus action? No, that's everything. You bonus action to action surge,
That's
right? Or is action
I'm
surge
done.
separate of all that? I forget how the rules work on that.
It's a one-time free action, but I don't have a bonus action worth using, so good enough.
All right. So that vulture that you just clobbered is gonna turn and look at you. You got his attention pretty good. So he's got advantage on his attacks. I should see can I? There isn't a way to generically roll at advantage. I'm using Ellie's character sheet to do that. So 11 hit you? No, 15. Does a 15 hit you? I'd have plus 4.
No, 16.
Oh, hot damn. So
Close.
he goes to beak at you and misses. Then he's going to, being pissed off, he's going to swing with his claw, and a 19 hits you.
Yeah, that'll work.
What was that? It ended up being... Oh, wow. 4 slashing damage. On 2d6, it rolled a 2.
I'll take it.
Fantastic. Crixus, the one in front of you, looks pretty weak, but he's going to try and beak at you. 12 hit you?
No, it hits the shield.
And then a 9. So in quick succession, this thing tries to beak at you, and thinks when it bounces off the shield, it thinks it's going to get an advantage of where the shield's at, and comes up with its claw, and you're able to swing that shield down in a fluid motion, wax on, wax off, and just deflect both of those attacks. It is Aaronon's go. Oh, no, it isn't. Yeah, it is. Valine decides she's not comfortable shooting at either one of you guys. You are too close for her comfort to be firing stuff in, and it looks like to her like you guys have this kind of in hand. So,
Thanks for the
Aranon,
help, lady.
it is your go.
All right, short sword. So the one still I have advantage on the one below me.
The one below you is dead.
Oh, that's the one Doc got.
That's the one, Doc.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the head of that one kind of flop at your foot, and it's kind of crammed into between a couple of boards on the.
All right. So is Crixus engaged with the one behind me then? Or Crixus has the one in front of him?
You have the one in front of you on the dock that is still alive that you first started fighting.
Okay.
And then Crixus has one that
Doc-
is not quite away. It's a little ways away. You can't reach it from the dock. You'd have to jump down to engage with that one.
Doc
There's
engaged.
one on the dock attacking Doc, who's next to the dock
Yes.
that you're standing on.
All right. So I would get advantage. No, I would get sneak attack dice on the one that's engaged with
If
Doc.
you hit,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. If you
If
hit,
you
hit
hit
on
with
the
a
one on the,
weapon.
if you hit
23
the one
to hit.
on the dock, that hits.
Okay. So that's,
yes, I distracted it enough for you to destroy its face.
so that's 7.
Show
plus-
title suggestion: Doc Vulture.
7 plus 11 is 18 damage.
18 damage. How does this one die, Aaron?
Jesus. You distracted me with Doc Vulture. That's probably the winner, by the way.
Might be.
So, there you go. Thanks, Cooch.
Gotcha.
So with the short sword, I thrust forward, and it goes right through its body. And
Okay.
to get it off my sword, I kind of whip it off, and the vulture. Am I close enough to where it would flop in the water? Or is there no water?
No, you're. I don't know. Let me look at this map. Where is this? Oh no, Where did? Ugh. This is the one that had the map. I have to go back.
It doesn't matter.
Give me a strength. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
If you want to flip it off your sword into the water, give me a strength check. Beat a 10.
I need a 10. Come on,
Yeah.
strength.
Which I think means beat an 11 with the dice.
Oh, 17.
17, yeah.
That's with my
Good
minus
shit.
1.
Stick it in, and you whip your arm off to the side, and it goes kind of falling off the dock and hits the ice and slides like 5 feet, and then poof, just kind of sloshes into the open water.
I'm going to take my movement and attack the one the one that Crixus is fighting.
Okay. So you move, you hop down. Carefully, it doesn't take your full movement to get there, so I'm not making you make a dexterity saving throw. You can do it
All right.
cautiously.
And I am going unarmed strike. Fist of Fear. God damn it. 9.
9 misses. So you get, as careful as you were getting down, you slip on some chunk of ice, and in the moment where you're going to make your attack and end up losing your balance a bit and have to catch yourself to maintain it. Crixus. See Aaron get down. He dispatches one on the dock, sends it sliding off into the water, and then hops down to help you and proceeds to miss. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing my hand axe, try to
All right.
cut his head
Axe
off.
it up.
One.
Aaron, make a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck.
You got too
'Cause
close.
You slipping on that ice a little bit. And Crixus rolling in that one at the same time.
Crixus yells out, "Hold still, you damn bird!"
22.
22. You duck and pop up with this look on your face like, what the hell, Crixus?
Stop flipping around, you son of a bitch!
Anything else you'd like to try and do, Crixus?
No. Crixus
No?
is disappointed.
So is Aaron.
Alright. Doc. Would Doc like to get up on the dock and go over the dock to get off the dock to hit the Vulture? Or you could just go around the dock. What's up, Doc?
I
think he
Damn
froze.
it. You beat me to it.
Through
Oh,
It's like
I
Peanut
rolled the
messing
hit.
with his grandfather.
10 damage.
Roll the
6.
hit.
The-
Yeah,
16.
bulwarks. Yep, 16 to hit, 10 damage. How does this... It's sad that you're having audio issues right now because this one's about to die. We'll say
I
you
can hear you
climbed up
guys
on the
just
deck.
fine, too.
Yeah, we'll say you climbed up onto the dock, took a running start, and jumped, and came down off the top of the dock onto, like, right in between Doc and Crixus with Bulwark Smasher out and just smashed this thing's head into the ice. There's a sickening crunch and kind of a little bit of a blood splatter on all the boots from where the head gets knocked down. We're out of initiative. 3 vultures dispatched.
Nice. I'm going to, because I have apparently 4 potions of healing. I'm going to take one.
Okay. Go ahead and do that.
And what is it? It's 2d4
2d4 plus 2. 2d4 plus 2. Yeah.
We would have had plenty of long rests on our travel, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
you would have been through a long rest. So this was your first fight coming off a long rest easily.
So we should have all of our dice back.
Yeah, all your hit dice will be back. Should be back.
Crixus is gonna look at his hand axe like there's a hole in it.
Okay. Kind of puzzled. Looking at his hand axe. All you are kind of puzzled. Aaron taking his dagger out and going, "You need to sharpen this damn thing." Valine looks at you guys and says, "Well, that's
Doc
that was
has a set
unexpected."
of used smith tools. If we have time, you can sit and work on the blades.
We have a bit of time. My understanding is it usually requires Ankajuk a little bit of time to swim to the bell. So I suggest we just hang out here near the hole, somewhere where we can see.
So wait, would we be taking a long rest?
That'd be a short rest.
Okay.
While you guys are waiting, can one of you roll a d4 for me?
Sure. I don't know what number I should hope for. Looks like it's a 3.
A 3. Okay, fantastic.
Fantastic for you or fantastic for us?
No, just fantastic.
That's when the DM says, "Wake up and you're paralyzed."
Yeah, right.
Sound like you're speaking from experience there, genius. After about a half hour of sitting there waiting, sharpening the blades, you see a disturbance in the water. It's small at first, then a couple of small dolphins surface at the water, 3 of them. Kind of pop their little heads out and swim back down. And then there is a massive disturbance in the water as this giant sperm whale comes up and says, "You rang." And there's like an echoing resonance to his voice.
All right, there, Lurch.
Speaking in common. Is there something that I could do for you?
We need a ride.
A ride? A ride to where?
We're looking to get to the what is it? The ice giant island? What's it called?
Yeah, Crixus will just kind of take over to show a little bit more reverence to this great creature and say, "God, Jack, we are looking for the Frost Giant Fortress so that we can help save this world from the everlasting cold."
I may be able to help you. I could give you a ride, maybe for a tasty morsel, perhaps. An octopus? Hmm?
Like Vulture?
Surface creatures tend to be a bit gamey.
And where exactly would we find this octopus?
Good question.
Fishing. In a fishing hole.
I hate fishing metagames.
That is
I'm all for it.
unfortunate.
Can
There's a
we?
better fishing hole than this one. To the north. On the sea. It may be a bit difficult to fish there, though. The sea isn't as solid. Hmm?
Well, here's a question. Can we fish off of your back?
Yes.
Can you take us there? Can we fish?
No.
God damn it. Why?
I would not be able to carry you over or under the ice without my morsel. Ha ha ha.
And how far away is this?
I like this guy.
There you go.
It opens up about a mile or so to the north.
Fine. If we have to. I'm gonna start walking north.
As you start walking north, Crixus and Doc, you're still there talking to him. Valine's just kind of observing. As you say fine and start walking north, Aranon, in the back, you hear him go, octopus.
Doc's
I
gonna
will
look
wait
over at
here.
Doc will look over at Crixus and say, "Do any of us have a fishing pole?"
Is that how you would even catch an octopus?
I have no idea. Maybe catch a fish and the octopus will get the fish. It's too bad the whale doesn't like pocket bacon.
You could, I have some tackle and I don't know if the bait's any good. It's probably frozen, but in one of my sleds, I have some fishing rods. Lillian says.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get to
All
our
right.
spot and have at it then.
Let's just cruise right past Aranon in the dog sleds on the ice.
I will wait here for the octopus.
Sounds great.
And he kind of submerges himself to get under the water again. Aranon, after walking for about 3 or 4 minutes, the dog sled comes racing by. Dog sleds come racing by you.
Are they close enough for me
Eveline
to try
gets
to
about 50.
grab on?
The first one you wouldn't be able to make the reaction in time. Are you going to try and jump on the second one?
Yep.
Okay, so the first one goes by and you're like, oh shit, and you start running, and you try and time it as the second one comes by to jump on and get on the back of a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, saving? Oh, hold on.
Keep your ass on. If you can read this, the bitch fell off, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'll just add 3 to my roll because that's what my dexterity saving would be. So 16.
16. Yeah, you were able to jump on the back of this as it goes. Valine was starting to slow down a little bit and also gave you a little bit of you grab on to the side of it and you're able to pop yourself into a sitting spot. You guys head north, maybe it's 15 minutes, not even 15 minutes, probably about 10 minutes by the dog sleds, not wanting to go full speed on this ice. And the Valine pulls short as you see the sea of moving ice, the ice kind of moving, and there's the sound. Where before, when you were on the ice, you'd get an occasional cracking sound of the ice cracking itself. Now you're actually getting collision sounds of these giant, like 15 by 10 foot pieces of ice that kind of collide with each other at times and raise up. And the water is not the stillest here, but there is openings in it where you could fish. So I need a survival check from each of you as you are fishing.
Well of
7.
21.
21. It
Look at
takes
you.
maybe a half hour or so, and there's something grabs onto Aaronon's fishing line. Set the hook. I need a strength athletics check for you to reel this thing in.
Does somebody want to help me so I can take advantage?
No, I want to see what happens on the first try.
Oh, you dick. Alright.
Nailed it.
2 minus 1.
It takes all of maybe like 30 seconds, and the line snaps, and the rod comes snapping up out of the water. Nothing on the end of it.
Thanks, genius.
Need another survival check from the three of you.
God.
You spent
Oh,
another
that's
hour
everything I wanted.
fishing.
Oh, 10.
12.
13.
And you sit there for an hour tossing the thing, and you're starting to wonder if it's really a good idea to just spend the time sitting here fishing. Do you keep fishing?
Yeah, I mean, we've come this
Yeah.
far. I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to say, I am the greatest fisherman. How could I not catch anything?
All right, another survival check for the three of you.
After an hour,
During that,
we should help him on.
There we go. 21.
yeah. Doc set
Um,
his pole down halfway through and just started sleeping on the ice.
And Doc, you're like sitting there, just got your head down. You're kind of nodding off, and almost instantaneously, both Aaronon and Chris are like, "I got one!" and start reeling in. I need strength checks from the two of them. What do you do, Doc, in this instance?
Help Crixus.
If it was only one of them, I was gonna say I assist, but now I'm kind of torn. So I'll say the moment of indecision, kind of has a hesitation.
All right, so you hesitate, and it doesn't give advantage to either one of them. Crixus, you had a 12 on your check.
16.
It takes 13. 13, that's a really specific. It takes about 10 seconds or so, and that line snaps, similar to the way Aaronon's did, and snaps back, and you stumble into Doc. You had a 16, Aaronon, for your strength check.
Yes, sir.
You reel. It's a struggle. It takes about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, but you do pull up alongside the ice. You first see it kind of flap up, this leg kind of flop over the side, and then another one and then there's an expulsion of like ink onto the ice that kind of bleeds out into the water and onto you. Like this thing is terrified, and it somehow has the line swallowed. As you pull up, it gets harder when it's got connected to the ice. It's not going anywhere. You aren't able to reel it in any closer to you, Doc and Crixus. At this point, you guys would have caught yourself. What would you like to do as you see like 3 of the 8 legs of this octopus and then a bunch of ink spill over the side of the ice?
Go for it. Grab it, bare hands.
Grab it with bare hands?
I'm gonna try to hit it on the head with the underside of my hand axe because I do not know
Okay.
how to fight an octopus into submission.
Can make a melee attack with your axe. We'll call it subdual damage or bludgeoning damage because you use the side of your axe. It's not going to be hard to hit.
18 to hit.
Confused. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's confused and terrified and clinging to the side of the ice right now.
It makes a squeaky toy noise when you hit it.
And it stops moving. Doc, it starts sliding a little bit. Make a dexterity saving throw as it starts sliding back into the ice. Or into the water, I should say.
It looks okay. 14.
14,
Not
yeah.
great, but
You're
not
able to
bad.
snap up the legs. It's not, there's not any motion to it. It's dead. And you're able to pull it up out of the ice, and you have your tasty, delicious snack for Angujak. So,
All right. Before the dire wolves smell it, let's get it back to the whale.
right, and Valine, having a successful fishing trip, Valine gets the sleds turned around, and you guys hop in the sleds, and you head back over the next 10 minutes. And when you get there, you see these couple of dolphins diving in and out of the water, and suddenly they just all disappear. And it's maybe a minute later that the Angajak pops over the surface and he says, "Ah, you have returned. Mhm. You have my snack. Yes?" What do you guys do?
I'm gonna drag it out of the sled and just drag it up to the edge where he would be.
Okay, and he kind of comes up and he opens his mouth up for you to toss it in.
Right, I'll kick it over the edge and try to get his mouth.
Yep. Yeah, without difficulty, his mouth is very large. You kick this octopus into his mouth, and you notice, and just as he's eating, you're observing him. He's got this it looks like some sort of skiff boat saddle thing strapped to him, and it's got like this elongated point on the end of it that isn't a point. It looks more like a plank from a ship, like if you had to walk the plank. And as he's eating, he swallows, and he kind of and he sets that plank down on the he kind of has the sound of enjoyment of the food and says, "You may board," and puts the plank down on the ice that you can walk into this. It's like probably a 15-foot by 15-foot carrying boat looking thing. When you do step on it, you go through what feels like a point where it's like you walk through some sort of magic. And as you step down into the chamber where you would sit or ride or stand, it's remarkably dry. Like there's no water anywhere in it other than the snow that melted off your feet. Valine looks at the direwolves and whispers something to them and dismisses them, grabs her pack and dismisses them and climbs on board. And you all take up spots, and he says, "Hang on. This may be a bit fast." Mm-hmm. And with that, he backs up and just submerges. And your instinct is to take a big breath as you realize you're going underwater, but as you go down, you realize there is a magical bubble that encapsulates you like a submarine almost that rides on his back. And that's where we'll end.
Like a little goblin flotilla.
It's actually pretty freaking cool. There's a picture of it here that I'll send you guys. It was on the map.
Nice.
Cool.
Excellent. Great storytelling, JC. Thanks for everybody in the chat popping in, and everybody in the future people. Thanks for watching. Podcast listeners,
Watching, listening.
thank you as well. Obviously, the podcast will be a little rocky this week with my audio being wonky, not in, but we make do. Thanks everybody for popping in. You can catch us every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time, twitch.tv/TomMNorm, TOMMNORM. We are Two Nerds, One Quest. You can search for us, find us everywhere you can get your podcast from. That is released every Monday morning, 7 a.m. Central Time. 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Sunday mornings is when we do this show. And patreon.com/Two Nerds, One Quest. Number 2 Nerds, number 1 Quest. If you want to support us. Also, let everybody else know that we are a thing if you are enjoying this. Share your enjoyment with others, because that'll make us happy. Yeah, simple as that.
Happiness is best when shared.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes. And if you feel like you enjoy this enough, you can give us your Prime subscription. We do take those. Mr. Bezos gives those to you for free to use and subscribe on any Twitch channel that you want. Why not us? Help support the show.
Why not us?
Why not us? So the Patreon and the Twitch subs do go back into the show. They go into the hosting for the podcast, and it goes into any future modules that we may want to, do next. Any type of help is greatly appreciated. So for me, for JC, for the genius, and Mr. Cooch, we'll catch you next week.
Doc. Vulture.
I want to see what happens.
Yeah, you jerk.
Yeah,
All right, show titles.
that's fun.
Bonus says.
Oh, show titles. Yes, we need to look at show titles. I think this one wrote itself.
That's not what I wanted.
Come at me, bird.
Yeah, so I'll read these off for chat. Doc, Vulture. Come at me, bird. Feathers everywhere. What's up, Doc? There's a disturbance in the water. Do you like Vulture? How to catch octopus.
What's up, Doc was actually pretty relevant and funny, too.
Mm-hmm.
I have cast my vote. I need to get out of here. Friends and I are heading to the Noshery. So,
So what?
Oh,
the
out in
Noshery
space?
in Sturgeon Bay. Yeah.
That's cool.
Take a
I haven't been there.
go up there and check out their check out what they got going on up there.
I
We've wanted to go for a long while, so
I don't
There
know what that is.
there isn't like a ton of food. It's not like a diner. It's more just like
no,
a
it's like a coffee house.
Yep. So
Yep.
just setting
Looking forward to it.
expectation. So cool.
Yep, coffee. All I'm expecting is coffee house and games. It's
Perfect.
more I want to
Mhm. Be advised,
continue my patronage
I'm-
of the gnomes because they're awesome.
You will find it.
it is a pre-release week. I don't know if they have any events up there though, and it being Sunday,
don't
but it is a
think
pre-release
they have
weekend.
events up there. It's Innistrad now, right? I saw that. I got the alert on Magic Arena.
Yeah, I've
It's
played it a
Innistrad
few games
return.
already. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Liars.
A lot of clerics. I
Not
haven't
as
looked at
many.
any of the cards.
A lot of werewolves.
Because Ooh, cool. I got a
Humans and
cleric deck
werewolves.
that I like playing.
Those lands look pretty cool. The basic lands.
Cool.
Yeah. For sure.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll talk to you boys later.
Gotcha. See you,
Yeah.
Chief.
Word. All right. Well, let's stop that. Actually, let's see if there's somebody we can raid. Who is available for rating. Yeah, rolling on the app is a lot faster than rolling in my browser for some reason. Like, I click roll in the browser and it's like a 5 to 10 second event.
Yeah, I don't have that.
What browser are
So
you
you
using?
must just have so much other stuff going on right now that delayed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm running OBS, I'm running Pretzel, I'm running 2 instances of Discord.
Yeah, crazy.
It is nice that that everyone can see those rolls, because when I bleeped out there during combat, you could at least see what happened. So
Yep.
that's very nice.
I do love that about how it's shared now. That is awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah. Nothing I want to raid. All right. Cool. Well, we will stop the stream and we'll catch everybody next week.